Good afternoon and salutations. My name is Calypso, aka Mint Carousel, and welcome back to the stream. Let's just get right on into it. We head back the way we usually came. We head back the way we came. Not usually. You've never been here before. We head back the way we came, making sure not to get spotted by Ishizuka. Unbeknownst to Rinka, Alan has been trailing over the past few days. Yeah. It brings him to the residential district where Ishizuka Shigetsugu, whose name is yet to learn, lives. What's more, he has learned the whereabouts of both her school and Lion House. Seeing that she's making her way to school after obtaining the elderly man's name card, he chooses to stop tailing her for the time being. He closes his eyes and crawls the figure.
Rinka.
Eliminating her would prove a simple task, were he to actively focus on it. However, a number of reasons prevent him from doing so. The first is her relationship with numeral 2, Miharu. She may have gone to lengths to make it seem like they had a falling out, but Alan witnessed them being friendly at Lion House. It confirmed to him that they are still cooperating. It does not matter if I said, take care instead of see you tomorrow, because he already knew. Nothing to worry about. Well, there was something to worry about, but yeah, okay. One cannot target Shishima Rinka without first dealing with Hebinata Miharu. Alan has no idea which cards she was dealt at the beginning either, which is the main reason for his hesitation in getting involved with her. Her actions during the previous election show that she cannot be underestimated. She may have eliminated a girl far younger than herself, but she went head-to-head with numeral 11 to obtain election rights. The biggest reason of all, however, is that Alan has found himself under suspicion from Japan's police. His recklessness while obtaining Kamebuchi Keiko's information has landed him in a tight spot. He had made sure to scout out the positions of each camera in the hospital and cut off those he couldn't avoid, but something unexpected happened. He somehow ended up on the list of suspects responsible for the attack on the hospital. Under normal circumstances, he would use illegal means to ensure that he would not be arrested, but his current situation does not allow for that, especially because he holds far less influence in Japan than back in India, where his company is based. He may have some leeway, but now is no time to flex those muscles. Valid as these reasons are, Alan is simply using them as a means to distract himself from the reality of the matter. There's a far simpler reason behind his choice to not pursue Rinka, one that he had noticed earlier. The look in her eyes, it reminded him of himself. What? Not only does she lack his amassed fortune, but she is also nowhere near as physically imposing, and yet, somehow, her eyes burn with a determination matching his own. Alan has the chance to learn the old man's name the same way that Rinka did, but he opts not to. To be more accurate, he can't. This is thanks to his spotting a particular duo keeping their eye on the old man's home. Numerals 3 and 11. Alan arrived after Rinka's departure, so they likely had no idea she was also there.
11番の女は確か5番氏名を取得していたな。
Oh man, you have to recall things? See, I have this menu option where I can open the card book and know what everyone knows. Sucks to suck. Okay. That was more than enough reason to understand why she was here. With sufficient connections at one's disposal, learning where someone lives based on their name alone is a simple feat. What surprises Alan is the fact that someone like her would cooperate with numeral 3. The sheer stupidity he displayed in the Court of Fate had Alan convinced that he could have that he could be left for later, but that was no longer the case if he is with numeral 11. It may not seem like it, but Alan has respect for those who have eliminated other participants. Only 2 people have earned this respect thus far. One is Miharu, and the other is Noir 11. Alan can also tell that the latter is no ordinary person. One glance was all he needed to understand her background and the deeds in which she had been involved. Based on what he's seen, she seems to have the upper hand with numeral 3.
男の方は手足か、あるいは鉄砲玉といったところか。
Lol.
まあいい。今すべきは。
One of my cats is on his back. Belly. Okay, right. His target switches from the old man to those 2. Keeping an eye on them will likely lead him to getting his hands on numeral 5's information without much effort. Not only that, but discovering where they're based now, while unaware of his plans, will give him the advantage down the line. That may be enough to make up for the disadvantage his celebrity status gives him. He begins to tail the 2, taking extra care not to be noticed. Soon after, Alan returns to the residential district. His attempt to tail them hasn't ended as well as he hoped. Not from being noticed, though. Alan trusts himself to not slip up when it comes to that. However, those 2 must have unconsciously taken a path to shake any potential pursuers. It eventually led him to losing sight of them.
やはりあの女が優先か。
Yeah, we probably want... It's probably better for Rinka if Alan and Odette and what's his name? Frederico all battle each other, and Rinka and Miharu can like slip by, but they're not gonna be able to do that for long. He moderates himself so as to not stand out. He then makes his way back to his own base of operations. The time has come for him to finally take action. Ooh. After a long day, I finally have some time to relax in my room. Nothing noteworthy happened beyond this morning's events. Although I guess the fact that my class has finally gotten around to prepping for the cultural festival counts as noteworthy. Sounds like they've moved forward with the fortune teller idea. The one in charge will essentially prepare a bunch of fortune-telling methods and use them on whoever steps by. They've gone with this plan because the one in charge wants to test out these so-called methods. Fortune-telling. Reading one's fate. Funny how they've ended up with that after the things I've experienced. At least I'm not involved in the plans or being asked for my opinion. They're just gonna ask me and Miharu to help the day of. Mao, on the other hand, seems fascinated by the whole thing. She'll be helping to prep it as well as She'll be helping to prep it as well as work longer than we will during the festival. As well as work longer than we will during the festival.
真面目な顔して思わせぶりなこと言っておけばいいんだよね。うち得意な気がする。
Just what you'd expect to hear from her. Oh my god. I wonder if they'll manage to finish everything on time, since the culture festival's in 2 weeks. I bet we're the only class this far behind schedule. I already feel exhausted and it's barely 10 p.m. Well, it makes sense, considering I left the house so early this morning. Ishizuka Shigetsugu. I repeat the elderly man's name in my head to make sure I don't forget it. Now I have to find out his cause of death and regret, but I'm not quite sure how to go about it. I'm still curious about that girl staying with him too. Well, I do have a cause of death card. All I know is that a fire is involved. Nothing else. That's probably the biggest issue with the cards dealt to us at the beginning.
問題はここからどうすればいいかだね。
As if things aren't difficult enough. I've got Federico and Noir 11 to worry about as well. Things may have gone well enough yesterday and today, but that doesn't mean I'm a pro when it comes to tailing people and such. It's entirely possible that I'll mess up at some point and get myself stuck in a tight spot. Regardless, I can't sit back and let those two get the upper hand. One option is to throw caution to the wind and approach Ushitsuka directly, but that's too risky. Noir 11 would likely end up adding me to her list of targets alongside him and the girl if I did that. I tried searching Ushitsuka Shigetsugu on the internet, but I don't get any relevant results. Getting info on him without putting myself out there seems tricky. I can't just waltz over to City Hall and ask for his family register when I'm completely unrelated to him either. That's why I'm going to approach things from a different angle. I do have an advantage over that duo. The majority of the participants, myself included, are from Japan, plus most are located near Shinjuku, an area rich with schoolgirls just like me. It keeps me from standing out in most situations, which is advantageous. The only issue is that the sole approach I can think of involves questioning the locals in the area's residents. Actually, that might not be too bad of an idea. I did shuffle over there pretty early in the morning, so there weren't many people around. It's probably why those two showed up when they did too. They aimed for a time when few people would be around.
私なら人が多い時間でも。
Yeah. It's hardly normal to ask questions about some random old man, but hey, I'll still seem less suspicious than either of those two doing the same. If I really need to, I can even pretend to be the granddaughter of an ex-wife or something. I just need to act like Naomi did at the hospital where Keiko was. I'll try going in the evening. Everyone's running around shopping around then. Not only does it give me more people to question, but it can also blend into the crowds if need be. With that sorted, I should sleep as much as possible, so I'll be ready to take action. She got a plan! She got a plan! Oh, pretty cool. Oh, but just as I'm about to turn off the lights, I hear a distinct meow coming from down my feet. It's none other than Leave, our friendly little freeloading cat.
あ、レテ、どうしたの?
Rete. I heard rete, so lete? Oh, well. Lete. Lete. I always make sure to feed it and have water out, so I doubt it's hungry. It doesn't respond to my question, of course. It'd be pretty freaky if it did. The cat's gonna talk.
私、もう寝るからね。
Okay, maybe not. I want to give it some attention, but I'm a bit too tired tonight. I flick the light off and clamber into bed. Clamber is a fun word. Clamber. Lete follows suit, which is rare. It prefers to sleep atop the covers, not under them. This little rascal has the habit of using my stomach as his pillow, too. Good! That sounds like the opposite of a problem. Hold on, I'm looking at my cats. They're sleeping. Okay. I struck its head for a moment before shutting my eyes and focusing on sleep. It's amazing how warm something with such a tiny body can be. Meow meow. There's a term for when one realizes they're dreaming. Lucid dreaming. Ever since Divine Selection began, I've experienced it at least once per week. Granted, I'm not quite sure that you can call what goes on in the court a fated dream. Whatever. I find myself once again in a strange place, despite knowing for a fact that I went to sleep not long ago. Oh, was it Leith? Hold on. Leith 1, Lete 2. Okay, yeah, okay. Wait, I wonder. Okay, now I gotta look this up. Okay. Leith. Personification of Oblivion, a daughter of Eris. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, okay, so in Lethe. It's Lethe. Ancient Greek was is that a shit, what is what does that diacritic mean? It's yeah, okay, tone. Yeah, that is tone. Okay. So Lete. It is Lete in ancient Greek and Lethe in modern Greek. Lete. Lete. I'm gonna say Lete. Literally means oblivion, forgetfulness, or concealment. Ooh, forgetfulness or concealment? What? Oh. Interesting. Concealment, huh? What? I wonder if that... Hold on. Wait a minute. River of forgetfulness. That's an interesting thing. Okay, well, anyway. Let's get back to the story.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you! We haven't seen you in a while. The fuck? Okay, hold on. When did we meet you? I feel like we met the strange man before we got to the Court of Fate, but I don't see when that happened. Huh, okay. I don't remember the conversation we had with this guy, or what it entailed.
お久しぶり。でもないのかな。私は人間の時間の感覚がよくわからなくてね。
I've seen this man once before. It's only now that I remember having met him in my dreams before, though.
私のことは覚えているかい？いや、今思い出したのだろうね。君が君の大事な記憶を忘れてしまっているように、この夢の中での出来事も忘れてしまうという必然性があるからね。
I want to say something, but I find myself unable to speak. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, huh. Interesting. Appears whenever she remembers her death and stuff. He dominates the conversation.
君はコーヒーのお店をやっているそうだけれど、私は紅茶の方に興味があってね。
Tea is good. Tea is alright. Well, I only like black tea. Green tea is... It needs to be a special occasion. And by special occasion, I mean when I go out to a Chinese restaurant. Just... You have green tea. I mean, come on. However, Earl Grey's the worst tea that I've ever had. I just want to put that on the record that Earl Grey is disgusting. Okay, all right.
一度アフタヌーンティーというものを楽しみたいと思っているのだけれど。
Yeah, when I'm done with the stream after I eat lunch, I'm also gonna have afternoon tea. I don't know what tea it's gonna be though.
もっともこの夢の世界では一緒に語り合う相手がいないどころかティーセットというものが存在しないこと自体が残念だよ。
Damn. This man knows who I am. I'm not sure how important that realization is when I'm likely to forget everything he says, though.
さて、そろそろ雑談もいいだろう。今夜はもう一つ、君の抜け落ちていた記憶が舞い戻ってきたのだからね。
Is he like a god of memory, reflection, introspection? I wonder if tea has something to do with that.
お祝いの言葉を告げるために、わざわざ出向かせていただいたよ。
Okay.
どんな記憶かって？おっと、君が夢の中で記憶を取り戻す前に出てきてしまったね。
Fail cringe god.
やはり人間の時間の概念は難しい。一方的に流れるだけではあるのだけれど、感覚がつかみにくいよ。
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that about Earl Grey. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the bergamot that ruins it. Absolutely. Huh. That is funny. That is funny. I need to get some good black tea from some good Chinese black tea at some point. That sounds good. Oh, I had oolong once. I remember it being pretty good. At I don't make it, or I'm not gonna say that I have I'm not gonna make it okay, I want to keep obviously my location a secret, but I'm not gonna make it a secret that I live in Southern California. I've been in I had that tea in the LA area, Little Tokyo. I think it's the Tokyo Arts District. Yeah, had it there. It's a cool place. Anyway.
朝を迎える前に少しだけ君の記憶を思い出すといい。
I'm standing alone in the court of fate. I'm on the same platform as usual, but for some reason none of the other participants are here.
ごきげんよう。運命の奴隷となってしまった哀れな子羊様。
Huh. A girl dressed in all in white addresses me. It's Parka. She stands in front of me, despite the fact that there's no solid surface beneath her feet. I watch from a distance as both of us face one another. I conclude this is one of my memories, since I'm able to watch myself though I am a third party.
命を落としてしまったあなた様の精神は今、運命をさまよってらっしゃいますわ。ですが、あなた様は改変された運命の中で、女神の選定の参加者になっていただきます。
She begins to tell me about divine selection. She explains all the rules. I watch myself try to get a word in every now and then, but she ignores each attempt. Everything she's explaining here is the exact same as what she told us during the first election. Memories of an explanation I had heard before. This must have taken place right after I died then. Considering the in-depth explanation she's giving, it's no wonder she was unimpressed with me when I asked her about it again. Well, remembering this explanation of rules I already know is more pointless than one would expect too.
ただし、忘れてはいけないことが一つございます。あなた様方12人は皆、12週間後の同じ時、同じ場所にいた可能性を持っていました。
What?
一度は失われてしまった未来で到達していたはずの場所。その場所こそ、あなた様方の運命の終着点となりますわ。
Weird. A significance to all of them. What? Interesting.
選定で最後の一人となられましたら、必ずその時までにその場所へ向かってくださいませ。
Huh.
運命の終着点にたどり着いて、初めてあなたが死の運命を回避し、生き残ることができたという運命が定着いたしますわ。
But are you not gonna tell us where that is? We have to figure that out?
もし運命の終着点にたどり着かなければ、
What the fuck, Parka?
それはその時のお楽しみということにいたしましょう。
I mean, come on. She didn't mention the specific time or place. Instead, she placed her finger on my brow. She closed her eyes, and then her finger began to glow. She didn't need words for this part. With that touch... Oh, Parka etched the final destination into our minds. I see. Oh, it's bright. But we don't get to know. Okay. My eyes jolt open after a night of sleep. I remember exactly what I saw in my dream. Immediately after my death, I was taken to the Court of Fate and met with Parka. She explained all the rules that I had heard during the first election. No wonder she was so unimpressed when I asked again. I'm fairly sure she told me my cause of death and regret as well, but I can't remember any of that. I remember something far more important, though. Okay, when Strange Man said she's not gonna forget the memory she got back, she's gonna forget him. I got it, okay. This is the first time I'd heard of it. Becoming the final participant alone isn't enough. I will need to get to this place afterwards. It's a place I know quite well. Interesting! Everyone has significance with that? Why? In what way would Sonia have significance if she's been in her... I don't understand. It's a huge park located in Shinjuku. A plaza from which you can see a clock tower-esque building in the distance is there. It's one of my favorite spots. That's where all 12 of us are meant to gather, the final destination of our individual fates. No, that's probably why so many... the majority of participants are Japanese, and a majority of those are in the Shinjuku area. This is probably why that is a thing. Yeah. It's hard not to be surprised. The park is pretty close to my home. 12 weeks after divine selection begins, or 7 weeks from now, the weather will likely be nice, so I can't say that I wouldn't have gone for a walk there. Besides, it's also a popular tourist spot. Sonia mentioned... Okay, that's... Yeah. I actually thought of that. Yeah. Sonia mentioned that she had planned on coming to Japan with her family in the first place. It wouldn't be surprising if she would have gone there with them. As for the others, I'm not sure why they'd go there. But the fact remains that it's a popular spot. There are plenty of reasons to check it out. Okay, I misinterpreted something. It's not that they have personal significance to each of the participants. It's that they just end up there. Yeah, okay. It also explains the deja vu I felt there when talking to Naomi. Parker had shown me that scenery once before. I'm not sure how to describe the sensation I experienced when she did so. I guess it'd be similar to the feeling you get when you're dreaming.
そういうことだったんだ。
I could finally answer a number of questions that I've been asking myself. It explains why most participants are Japanese, as well as why those who aren't have gathered in Japan. Parker never did explain why that place is her final destination. Much like how she never discussed how or why divine selection exists, she probably deemed it to be unnecessary information. Either way, I've managed to regain an important memory regarding the whole process. By the time I finished processing this revelation, I noticed that a certain feeling isn't beside me anymore. I mean, cats fucking get up and go places all the time. Guess it slinked off at some point while I was asleep. Yeah.
まったく自由なやつだにゃ。
Oh, I desperately need to see how that pun works in Japanese. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so good. Disappearance act. Oh. Just gonna bask in that for like a... Okay. Wait. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Anyan? Oh, wait.
まったく自由なやつだにゃ。
Okay, I hear the nyan. Yeah. Alright. Moving on. I let slip an awful cat pun without even thinking about it. Good. At least there's no one at the door. I might have gone ahead and elected myself for elimination if someone caught me saying that. I did. We all heard you. Just as I start to get ready for school, I check the time and my heart nearly jumps out of my throat. I must have been in pretty deep sleep. I woke up half an hour later than usual. Ah, shit. Here we go again, loitering around Shiketsugu's house. Seems like he's the kind of guy who enjoys his morning walks. He might be happy that he doesn't need to worry about his back pain, but come on. How does anyone enjoy walking the same path over and over again? Have we switched? Whatever. The only thing we care about is that there's no one home this time of the day. We're trying to okay, are we Federico? We're saying we. You know, one thing, and this might be the only thing, that an octave higher has over Fail 12 is that you can see obviously that we're changing perspectives. We are changing POV in an octave higher, and so you know when that bitch boy, fuck, what's his name? I already forgot. Wow, I've already forgotten his name. But if you also watch that, it's the noble son. God, what an asshole. Okay, anyway, I actually like this asshole better. We're trying to think of a way to sneak in while he's out. And when I asked Odette what you do inside, she gave me a quick answer. Well, that line would have told me. Okay. Not that any more needs to be said. It's pretty obvious what we'll do. The only piece of info we're missing is his regret. Chances are he's been living here forever, based on the crappy condition of this house. That means he'll have stuff that's been sitting around for ages. The kind of stuff that'll point us toward his regret, most likely. So basically, we gotta find keepsakes or mementos that link to the life he's led.
だが、鍵はどうするんだ?
窓を割ればいいだろう。
Wait! God damn it. I needed to take a... Oh, come on. Especially a window. I don't think we want to do that. Trust her to make it even more obvious that she's about to commit a crime. Jeez, ain't no way we can get away with doing that in a place like this. Oretachi. Yeah. So tachi must be a plural. A plural marker of some kind. But it feels like it's probably the same with, unless there's something with, okay. Anyway, let's move on anyway. It's not the middle of the night either. It's still way too early in the morning. We at least avoided the morning rush, but that doesn't mean the streets are empty. I let out an exasperated sigh loud enough for Odette to hear before offering my own suggestion.
まあいい。鍵は俺に任せてくれ。マフィアの下積み時代にピッキングの技術を覚えてるからな。
ほう、意外じゃねえか。
I love the disrespect. It's so funny.
最新式の鍵なんか無理だろうがな。3分程度でいい。人が来ないかを見張っててくれ。あのじじいは孤立してるが、さすがに俺みたいなのが鍵をこじ開けてたら通報される。
オーケー。ま、たまにはてめえにも見せ場を作ってやる。
Enjoy your moment. God. Just as she shoots a smirk at me, someone makes their way out of the house. Bingo. He's off for another morning walk. After making sure he's far enough away, we slip over to the door. But is the girl still there? They don't know. It's pretty obvious they don't know that the girl's there. Which means the housewife that they talked to didn't mention it because they didn't mention it, even though she probably really wanted to.
よし、俺の出番だ。道の方を見ててくれよ。
任せた。しかしよ、てめえあのじじいが出てくるところ見てたろ。
Of course he wasn't.
Oh.
Are you pretending again?
あいつ、鍵閉めてたか？
Oh, god damn. He's so fucking dumb, I love that. I get what she's talking about. He never did turn around to lock the door after leaving. When I think about it, he didn't lock it yesterday either. I guess that's why Odette never mentioned anything about the lock in the first place. I bite my tongue to stop myself from cursing at her before twisting the doorknob. Okay, but... Huh. So much for getting my time to shine. I open the door, move my shoes, and carry them in one hand as I make my way in. The interior looks the way I expected. Dilapidated wooden furniture, newspapers and magazines littered all over, etc. But holy hell, is it small. I don't know if it's normal for Japanese houses or not, but you can barely fit anything in here. In fact, me and Odette can't stand shoulder to shoulder without getting pressed against the walls.
さて、家宅捜索としゃれ込もうぜ。
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If Odette... No, Odette... Okay. Odette didn't know that the door wasn't locked until she saw him leave. I guess she didn't notice yesterday because Carminati said that he also didn't lock it yesterday. But assuming... I'm just gonna assume that Odette noticed it yesterday as well. Which means she... suggested breaking the window, knowing full well that the door was unlocked. I'm just going to pretend that that's what happened, because that is very funny. Her expression is glowing as she opens and closes her hands in a grabbing motion. We probably don't need to worry about being loud while he's out, but I'm not too comfortable without it speaking at her typical volume. Oh! Wait, is this her first voice line? We didn't get voice line in the opening scene, right? I don't think we did. I'm not sure. That little question takes us by complete surprise. It's a kid's voice.
Huh?
I don't recognize the voice either. That geezer's supposed to be leaving by himself, so there shouldn't be anyone else here. I know I didn't imagine it, though. Someone definitely called out to us.
厄介だな。2人いるんだね。
The voice is more clear this time. But I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. Okay. Definitely a kid, though.
聞いたことがある声だ。夢の中で。お前たちの声は知っている。
Well, that helps to explain things. Ain't no doubt about it now. The runt's a participant. Based on the voice, it's gotta be numeral... Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's 4.
ブランク。てめえが白紙のガキだな。
Confrontation!
3番と11番の人たち。まさか2人が協力していたなんて。
GG と4番のガキが協力していたなんて。
Interesting. What's gonna happen? We express our mutual disbelief simultaneously. With that out of the way, the kid approaches us. Looks to be just over 5 feet tall. Ain't Japanese based on the facial features, that's for sure. Looks real young though. I'd guess they're in the middle of puberty, so 13 or 14? Their voice isn't broken either, which makes it a doozy to discern gender. Based on their overall figure though, I'd guess female.
な、さっきのどういう？ブランクってのがこいつの使命なのか。それに、そもそもどうして名前を？
ああ、言ってなかったな。こいつの使命は私の初期カードの1枚だ。だが言った通り、内容はブランク。白紙で何も書かれちゃいなかった。
Wait.
直接会えばわかるとも思っていたが、残念。まだ分かってねえな。
Wait. Huh. No, we don't. That's interesting. Huh. The cards they have. We had Ivy name. Oh, huh. I thought I remembered actually saying it, but I guess that's not what happened. Okay. The kid's expression shifts upon hearing Odette's claim. Their guard has just gone up.
ブランクってのは名前がないってことなの？
Huh.
さあな。どうなんだ？教えると思う？
The kid tries to provoke Odette with a glare, so she scoffs back.
まあそれは僕自身知らないから答えられないんだけど。選定に参加しているのは分かっているけど、どうして死んだのか、それまでにどうやって生きてきたのか、自分の名前さえも分かっていない。
Interesting.
記憶喪失ってやつか。
女神は不親切だな。その状態で選定に参加させるとは。肉体だけまともにすりゃいいわけじゃなかろうに、公平性なんてありゃしねえ。
Yeah, okay, yeah.
妙に同情してるな。
Okay.
同情じゃねえよ。哀れみだ。
With that, she moves her sights back onto the kid.
ジジイとは協力しているのか？
協力？知らないよ。僕たちはただ普通に生活しているだけだ。選定に参加する気はないからね。
Huh.
なんだと？
おとなしく死んでもいいってことか？
そうじゃない。お前たちが脱落させ合ってくれれば、最後に残るのは僕たち二人だ。
二人残ったらどうする？
おじいちゃんに生きてほしい。おじいちゃんは迷子になっている僕を助けてくれた。選定の参加者だと分かっているのに家に引き取ってくれた。記憶がないから未練も分からないんだよ。でもおじいちゃんと暮らすのは楽しいから、僕は少しでも長い時間この生活を続けたい。
Both of us are staring the kid down, but they don't flinch in the slightest. Normally I'd call bullshit on a stare like that, but the kid's different. The expression makes it clear they ain't lying.
もう察しはついてると思うけどよ。私らはこの家にジジイの未練の手がかりになるものがないかを探しに来たんだ。
未練？おじいちゃんの死因じゃなくて。
残念だったな。てめえの大切なジジイの死因はもう見つけてるんだ。
そうならおじいちゃんの情報に関わるものは絶対に見つけさせちゃいけないね。だからお前たちをおじいちゃんの家には入れさせない。
They lower the tone of their voice, making their threat obvious to both of us. The sudden shift takes me by surprise, but I mean, we're dealing with a kid.
つまり、ジジイの未練につながるものがこの家にはある。
Oh, Dad.
あるいは、てめえ自身が知っているか。
どうして？
てめえはいちいちうかつなんだよ。喋りすぎだ。
Damn.
そっか。おじいちゃん以外の参加者に初めて会ったけど必死なんだね。だから僕の一言一言を注意して聞いている。
おい、もういいだろ。これ以上このガキと話してても仕方がない。ここまで来ちまったんだ。
Oh, whoops. I glance over at Odette to get her agreement. She smiles and nods in response.
たまにはてめえとも気が合うな。こうなっちまった以上、こいつを黙らせて、ジジイが戻ってくる前に家を捜索する。ジジイが帰ってきたところで黙らせるのは問題ねえが、選定までまだ数日ある。その間に警察を呼ばれたら面倒だ。
I'm thinking the same thing. Things would get real annoying real fast if someone were to cause a ruckus here. Our passports and stuff might be good fakes, but it'd be tricky to sneak around with the police on our asses. We ain't the most decent people in the world either. They'll find plenty to hold us on if they're given a reason to check our histories.
この家には監視カメラもないんだ。てめえを喋れない状態にしちまえば、それで十分だ。
言っておくが、俺たちにかなうと思うんじゃねえぞ。今どいたら許してやる。
Alright, does she have a counter?
てめえは自分より弱そうな相手に対しては強気だな。
うっせ。
Shut up. Both of us move toward the kid, but they still won't budge. Hell, they provoke us even more.
おじいちゃんは僕が守るよ。
Okay.
いい度胸だ。おい、私は入り口の方を見てるから、てめえで片付けろ。
任せな。
The quickest way to shut someone up is to crush their throat. It won't kill them, but it'll keep them singing for a few solid days. I step forward through the narrow hallway, my hands aimed at the kid's throat. The man has to move quickly enough to dodge under me.
すばしっこいな。
It's pretty common for smaller targets, but in the end, a kid's just a kid. I've got the longer reach, not to mention the physical advantage. They turn their back to me and make their way further into the house.
逃げるのか。
All they've done is move into another room. Noise travels pretty easy in a cramped house like this, so as long as it ain't one of them What? So as long as it ain't one of the ninja houses, what the fuck does that mean? It shouldn't be hard to find them.
逃げないよ。
Strategic retreat! They pop back out from the room they ran into. I kick at them with my left leg. It creates enough distance so that they won't be able to reach me.
こんなの。
They dodge under me again, but it's not a big deal. As I bring my leg back down, I smack the kid with the back of my heel. It connects with their shoulder, causing them to falter for a moment. I was aiming for their head, but they ducked out of the way in time. With my foot planted back on the ground, I move in for the kill again. So to speak.
おいバカ、下がれ。
Wait. Bait? Before I can react, the kid is slid right beneath me. They use the impact from my heel hitting them to close the gap between us. Don't tell me the brat actually let themselves take the hit. It's too late for me to do anything, though. I have no idea if I managed to let out a scream or not. I tried to block it, but there was no way. The kid clenched their fist and let loose a flying uppercut straight into my crotch! Before the pain kicks in, I lose all feeling in my body for just a moment. And then the sharpest of pain rushes through me, almost like the organs above my groin are being strangled. My hands cover my crotch on reflexes and crumble to my knees. God. They don't stop there, though. The pain starts to rush through my shoulder next. This isn't pain from a blunt strike, though. It's from a sharp object.
外したか。
They're holding a knife in their right hand, which they had used to stab my shoulder. Ooh! Fortunately, it hit the seam of my jacket, so I got away with a minor cut. They must have run into that room to grab the knife, so I assume it was the kitchen.
おかしいな。頸動脈を狙ったんだけど。
This girl. Oh, what the? I do my best to collect myself, but the pain from my crotch isn't making it easy to move. They retract the knife and take aim for a second stab. Somehow I manage to throw myself out of the way just in the nick of time. Although doing so leads me to me face planting into the floor. Yes. God. Fucking cringe, my dude. I turn to face them, and I see no hesitation in their faces whatsoever. At least the pain's starting to fade. I raise my knees in order to kick myself back onto my feet and dodge the knife. Turns out that isn't their plan of attack. Instead, I can tell another shot at my crotch is coming. Let's hear that one more time. Let's hear that one more time. Not wanting to experience that again, my body unconsciously ducks in under to dodge it.
今度こそ
The next moment, a mammoth shadow passes over top of me. Odette has launched her massive leg right into the kid. They block with both arms crossed in front of their face, but the impact still sends them flying across the hall.
てめえはバカか。あんなガキに負けやがって。
Yeah. Yeah, he fucking did.
負けてね。
If she has to come in and save you, you kinda did. Nobody in the world would believe that. If I'm being honest, I am terrified by how focused they were on decimating my loins. The kid flings the knife across the hall towards us. Odette dodges it with ease, which leads it to clattering harmlessly on the floor. But the knife wasn't twirling around or anything in midair. It flew straight as an arrow. Who is this kid?
僕もわからないよ。でも体が勝手に動くんだ。
Oh shit, that reminds me. That's kind of like Kirika from Noir. Doesn't remember who she is, but can absolutely fucking kill people with ease. That's cool. Hey, everyone should watch Noir, by the way. Alright, that's enough.
記憶喪失だろうが、体に染みついた技術ってのは体が覚えてるらしいからな。
Yeah, Noir! Noir is so damn good. Damn. Okay. Odette plucks the knife from the floor and chucks it back at the kid with even greater speed and precision. They knock it aside with a frying pan they've grabbed from nearby before scuttling off into the room across from where they got the knife. They block it with a damn! It was a tiny window of opportunity, but they took full advantage of it.
また武器か。おい、早く立て。
I jump to my feet the millisecond she shouts at me. Good boy.
今度はなんだ。
Frederico is such a cringe fail man. I kind of want to put puppy ears on him. Okay, anyway,
さっきは殺そうとしたからダメだったんだ。選定中は脱落以外では死ねないから。
This kid. They reappear, muttering something at us.
これでどう？
They brandished something in both hands, which they then heaved toward us. Guess I'm their target again.
当たるかよ。
Looks like they decided to chuck screwdrivers this time. 4 of them, each around 4 inches long, are headed my way. Or heading. Not like they'll hurt unless they catch you right in the eyes or mouth. Not great weapons, unlike the knife. All 4 scatter across the floor as they dodge them with backstep. Odette charges in as soon as they step back to evade the flying tools.
こっちは2人だ。忘れちゃいけね
She prepares to use a spin kick.
え。ああ。
The kid must have seen it coming, though. They grab Odette's leg with their left hand and propel themselves upward in what looks like a handstand. God, this girl is just kitty cat. Come on. Ugh. The ceiling is low down enough that their feet reach it after that maneuver. Following that, they utilize the ceiling to propel themselves toward me yet again. With an even bigger knife in hand, mind you. Where did she get the fucking knife? Because you're the weak link. If she can take care of you, then she can focus all her attention on the one that's actually a threat. But tier 101 is a major disadvantage. She's gonna want to take care of one of you very quickly. I ain't dumb enough to let someone sleep straight into me. Their skill might have taken me by surprise, but I can dodge this no problem. I slide my right foot back to do so.
どうしててめえはそんなにバカなんだ。
Is he gonna hit the tools? Her insult isn't directed toward the kid, but to me. My foot doesn't slide across the floor when I pull it back. Instead, I chip over something. Yeah, you tripped over the fucking screwdrivers. It's not like I chipped over thin air either. My foot is caught on something hard. It's one of the screwdrivers the kid had thrown at me a moment ago. Oh, you have zero situational awareness. And like, we've known this for a long time. We've known this about him for a long time. Even before that whole thing with not noticing the lock. He doesn't notice so many things. The kid uses the opening to thrust the knife into my side. This time it digs deep into me. They retract the knife immediately and put some distance between us, their eyes watching Odette all the while. Blood starts to gush out of me, dazzling my jacket. Fortunately, my ribs took the point of the blow, so my insides aren't damaged. I probably have a few cracked ribs, though. That probably would have killed me had the kid been a bit stronger. I am already starting to lose consciousness when she says that. From what I managed to hear, the kid has no intention of chasing us down. She fucking won! Oh, I love her! Oh my god. And then I dream. A dream so foreign to reality that I almost think it is another world entirely. A dream about the one thing I've ever truly cared about. About the regret that only I could know about. And I'm gonna save it there. And we're gonna stop there until next time. So, well, let's actually, now that we've saved, let's, main menu. Yes. Okay. That was great. It's good to be back. I love this fucking game so much. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing this for a while. Just like last time. I do have, one thing to talk about before I go, and it's about, an update to the schedule. It's not gonna happen soon, but I've been noticing that I probably want more time streaming to better catch people just like coming in whenever. And 2 hours, while it's sufficiently long, it's kind of like the minimum, and I want to go for longer. But if I go for longer, I really can't do this every day. I'm not at that level of stamina and what have you. So at some point in the future, and also I kind of want free time again. And I've been neglecting the live blogs that I've been doing over on Tumblr. I want to get back on doing that. And also, if you didn't know I did live blogs on Tumblr, you should go check those out. I want more time for that. I want more time for other things. So I'm going to be moving to a 2-day-a-week, 5-hour stream schedule. I'm not exactly sure which days because I do have school coming up. Just an online class, but I don't know what day it is. So I'll have to plan around when that is. Because I'm not going to be able to stream after going to class. This fucking wipes me out. Anyway, but that's not going to start. But that's not going to start until I finish the games that I upload to YouTube as episodes. So those games would be Fatal 12, Nihilumbra, Cave Story Plus, and An Octave Higher. Those are the 4 games left that I have to that I upload as episodes to YouTube. What I'm going to do is I'm only going to focus on those games, and I'm going to finish those games. Once I finish all those games, then the other games that I have on my rotation, which are like Celeste, Slay the Spire, others that I'm forgetting at the moment. Oh yeah, Stardew Valley, and some others. And I'll basically be doing those kind of games that aren't like those kind of games. Okay, I might have skipped something over. Right, once I finish with these 4 serial games that I upload to YouTube, then I will switch over to the new schedule, and so I'll only play games that I'm not going to put episodes on YouTube for. I will, however, be doing VODs and just put up the whole 5 hours, no breaks, no stopping the stream, so that the episodes on YouTube can be just an hour, not 2 hours. I can just put the whole thing as the VOD, and if I come across a game that is like Fatal 12, where I want to put it up as episodes, I will actually record those on my own and not stream them. So this is a great time to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Well, I mean, when I'm done with these 4 games, is a great time to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. So do that, please, and thank you. Okay. I think that's about it. Very lucky I did not get that phone call. But, oh my god, I'm dreading it. I fucking hate phone calls. Okay. And it's important too, so it's even more stressful. Anyway, so that's gonna do it for today. I'll see you all tomorrow and hope you enjoyed. This has been Fatal 12. I've been Calypso, aka Carousel, and I'm signing out. Have a wonderful rest of your day.